Hello everyone, today you are going to learn the simultaneous equation. I think you are most familiar with this type of equations. Last week we are talking about the quadratic equation. Okay, so I think in your age you have to learn three type of the equations. But first one is the linear equation, second one is simultaneous equation, and the third one is quadratic equations. You already done the quadratic equations, and the linear equations we told simple equation. Okay, what is the specialty of the simultaneous equation? So simultaneous equation have two or more variable. So simultaneous equation is the equations with the two or more variable. Next concept is, if you have it should be the number of equation equal to the number of the unknown. If you have a two unknown, it should be two set of equations. If you have a three unknowns, it should be three set of equations. Look at this. This equation consists with the two unknown, as well as you can see here two set of equations. Otherwise you can't solve this type of equations. There are two unknown and two equation. You can see here three unknowns, three equation. If you have n number of unknowns, so what do you supposed to do? It should be n number of equation. So very first thing you have to get, simultaneous equation is two or more variables, including the equations including two or more variable, and number of the equation should be equal to the number of the unknown. Now we can shift to the next part, simultaneous equation solution method. I think you have done this method in the grade 10. We are starting from the grade 9 simultaneous equation. The first one is the method of the substitution. Next one is elimination, the method of eliminations. What are you doing in method of the substitution? In method of the substitution, you are going to subject one variable by using one equation, and then substitute that value to next part. That is called the substitution method. I think you will get this idea through the problem, so I will explain it later. And what is the elimination method? In the elimination method, we are removing some variables and then we build a linear system. That's mean linear equation, simple equation, then solve that simple equations. I think better way to understand those things by using problems. So you can see here the method of the substitution. Here the relations, this is called the combinations of the two unknowns. You can see x and y there. X plus y equals 6 and x minus y equal 2. The meaning of that one, there are two variables or two unknowns. If you add these two unknowns, it will be 6, and if you get the difference between these two unknown, it will be 2. So how do you find the value of this one? So I am going to explain method of the substitution. I told you, you have to pick up a one equation from these two, which can be subject one unknown. So I will explain it again. What is the method? You have to pick up a one equation from these two. That equation should be easily subject one unknown. As example, this is consist with the x and y. So if you want to subject x, what do you supposed to do? You can shift it to the y in other side. Oh, this is consist also x and y. It is easily can be subject. In this type of equation, easily can be subject any value. Then what is the next thing? By making x subject of the equation 2, I am going to use the equation 2. I label this one as equation 2. I am going to subject x. So what I supposed to do? This minus I have to bring my right side. Look at this one. This y I should have to bring my right side. Now you can see x equal 2 plus y. X equal 2 plus y. Now second equations you already have done. You don't think about the second equation. Now you consider first equation. You know another value for x. Now you can replace this x by this 2 plus y. So what I am going to do? I am going to replace this x please pay attention here, this x by this 2 plus y. So look at this. So here I put for the x, here x I put 2x plus y, then again plus y, they are equal 6, then 2 plus 2y equal 6. You can see y 2y, then this one is 2 equal 6. Now what I supposed to do, I can see here my equation is now linear. That means my equation is simple equations. It is very easy to solve. So how do you solve this one? You bring plus to other side, or you can put the both side minus 2. You can replace this 2, then it comes 6 minus 2, 4, here 2y. Then you have to divide both side by 2, it comes y equal 2. I think you get the substitution method. In the substitution method we pick up one equation and we are subjecting one variable, that's mean one unknown. Then we take the next equation and we are going to substitute that subject value. Then your system convert to the linear equation. Then the linear equation can be solved easily. So then I will explain. This comes under the grade 9 problem, because this is called both having, you can see here, both having same coefficient. So there are no different coefficients in here. So I will explain how it comes a different coefficient. The coefficient meaning what is front of x, what is the value front of x and y. So both have 1 1 1 like that. So now after you find this value, you have to find x also. So how do you find the x? Now you know x is 2 plus y. Pay attention for my cursor point, 2 plus y. Now you know y is 2. You can substitute 2 here. 2 plus 2 equal x. Look at this. So we can now find the value of x by substituting y equal to x equal to plus y. Here I take from x equal to plus y, then I substitute y equal to here. Y equal to here, 2 plus 2, it is 4. 2 plus 2, 4. Now you already find out the value of x and y. So shall we do another example? Still I am doing substitution method. This is not the elimination. I told you there are two type of method. First one is the substitution and the next type is a elimination method. So look at this type of equation. The last one, I think you remember the last one, the coefficients are equal, but in this case here you can see 2x plus y. So what is the coefficient of x in here? 2. What is the coefficient of x in here? 1. What is the coefficient of x in y in here? 1, 2. Now you can see there are the coefficient of these equations are not equal. Coefficient of x not equal, 2 and 1. Coefficient of y not equal, 1 and 2. This is called the coefficient. So you can see x and x terms you consider, this is not equal. Y term you just consider, this is not equal. So this type of equations we are solving in the grade 10. Grade 10. You have done that type grade 9. When you are in the grade 9, you have done equal coefficient. Now grade 10 part is unequal coefficient. So how do you solve the unequal coefficient? By using substitution method. I am going to do the substitution method. By making y subjects of the equation first, I pick up first equation. So I can take second equations also, and if I take the second equation, I am subjecting x. What is the reason? I can easily subject x by shifting 2y to here. If I am going to subject y, it is difficult. Not too much, but it is harder than subject x. No? If you are going to subject x, it is easy. So you just simply bring this 2y in other side, it is minus 2y. X equal 11 minus 2y. But if you subject y, what do you supposed to do? You bring x other side, 11 minus x, then you have to divide either side by 2. then you can see it comes fractional part also, division 2 also comes. That's why I am going to subject this y, then 2x I bring other side, 10 minus 2x, y equal 10 minus 2x. From first equation you get y equal 10 minus 2x, y equal 10 minus 2x. Then y value I am going to substitute in here. Look at this here. I am going to put this y value. What is the y? 10 minus 2x. I am putting 10 minus 2x into here. So how do I do that? Look at this, x plus 2, I replace this y, whole y, by 10 minus 2x. It is equal 11. So then I remove the brackets, x 2x 20 minus 4x equal 11. Then what I supposed to do? I solve these two, it comes minus 3x, x minus 4x minus 3x. I bring plus 2, 20, other side it comes minus 20. Then I can see minus 3x minus 9. Then either side I divide by minus 3, divide by minus 3, minus 3 by minus 3, it comes x, minus 3 by minus 9 by minus 3, it plus 3. Here comes plus x, this side comes plus 3. What's the value of x? X equal plus 3. Now in the substitution method, you already x equal 3, you know x equal 3, and you already subject y. So you can put x value in here. This 3 can be put here. So how do you do that? Then we can find the x, y equal 10 minus 2 into 3. You can put here multiplication 3, 2 into 3. 2x is there, I put 2 into 3. Now I can find the value y equal 10 minus 6. Then what's the value? Y equal 4. You have to repeat this video again and again. Then you realize the problems. All the problems same like this one. You have to knowledge to subject and solve the linear system. Okay.